Ladies and gentlemen, I have sickle motivator. Her name is Judith Ojonugwa here on my live session. Judith, how you day?
I'm very well, thank you. Good morning.
I saw your video with Lucky Udu. I saw the
Lucky Udu.
video.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. I
yes.
saw the video, and
It's
yeah,
trending everywhere.
yeah. I want you to tell people about yourself, what you do, so the people who don't know you would know who you are and the reason you do what you do.
Okay. Hi, hi, guys. Good morning. My name is Judith Ojanugwa Matthew. I'm from Kogi State, obviously. That's hence the name. And I live with sickle cell. Most people don't know, or most people okay, let me just put it like that. Most people don't know I have sickle cell because to them I don't look it, but I do not know how a sickle cell warrior should look or a sickle cell patient or a sickler. I don't know how they want us to look, but then this is the face of a sickle cell warrior, and this is me thriving with it. I'll be 29 by March. In 2 months, I'll be 29, and God has been faithful. But then it has really been a journey. It has not been easy coming this far, living with this illness. I've done a whole lot of work. Like I've done a whole lot of assignments to be this fine, chubby, okay. So I've been on your we've done something before, so at least maybe they can pick my face from there. I don't know. And I live in
Yeah,
Abuja. I don't know what else to say. I live in Abuja,
yeah,
so
I
yes,
understand. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Okay, for people who don't know what sickle cell is, especially the younger ones who feel that everything in life is all about cruise, hang out, have fun, be in a relationship, and get married, who don't know about sickle cell. Why should they know about sickle cell? Why is it important? And why have you been campaigning about sickle cell?
Okay, I'm actually campaigning about sickle cell because I have sickle cell. I live with this. So I can tell you for a fact that it is something that everyone needs to know. Like all hands needs to be on deck. Sickle cell should be everybody's business because it should concern everyone. Okay, let me just put it. Sickle cell in a layman term is AS and AS coming together in marriage, of course, and then in procreation, and they'll give birth to sickle cell. So this thing is very important. um it is important for them to know that if they go ahead, if they still say we will do it, we'll still do it, AS and AS, it is a fact. Like, take it from me, they will give birth to sickle cell. Like nothing, no stopping, nothing is stopping it. So it's actually very important that they know. And then the year just started, but then I am not leaving any stone unturned. This year we're going to the rural communities, we're going to the slum, we're going everywhere, like we're combing everywhere, all the states. Last year I was opportune to go to like 6 states. Yeah, so this year I don't know. It's in God's hands anyway. But then I am touring all around, bringing this awareness to doorsteps, taking the sickle cell awareness everywhere so people would know, and then let's do this. Yeah,
Thank you very much. Okay,
you're welcome.
living with sickle cell, is it a sweet experience? Why should I be worried? I am AS. My partner is AS, and you're telling me not to get married. For what? I love her with all my life. No matter what you tell me, I won't leave her. Now, what happens if we get married and we give birth to a child with sickle cell? You are living with sickle cell. You know what it's like. How is it like? What's the experience living with sickle cell?
Wow, sickle cell is hell. That's the word. Living with sickle cell is hell. Sickle cell has actually deprived me of a lot of things. A lot. When it comes to relationship, when it comes to getting a job, when it comes to living my life the way I want. When what I mean is, like, each day of my life, like when I wake up each day, I'm uncertain of how the day would span out. I don't know how the day would span out for me, because I might have a crisis, I might not have a crisis. So why should I live each day of my life like that? It is painful. It is an excruciating illness that I don't even wish for my enemy. So if an AS man and an AS woman decide to get married, of course, they're going to birth a sickle cell child, but they should know, or they should note, that this child is actually coming to the world to suffer. That's just the word. You're just bringing forth a child into the world to come and suffer, because there is a lot of challenges that come to living with sickle cell, from the what's it called, foundational stage. We're talking of school. Your child will have to miss some certain number of days or even term. Like, your child will be absent from school. Do you want that for your child? Your child will always be in pain. You will not even, as a parent, seeing your child go through pain is something that no parent, I'm not sure a parent will want to see his or her child in pain. But then you can't even, like, you cannot go far without your child. Like, your child has to be around you. You give that child a close marking, close monitoring. That's too stressful. And then when the child grows up, currently there's a child that I know. The child is 3 months, sorry, 4 months. This January, the child will be 4 months. The child has sickle cell, and when the child has pain, has a crisis, the mom will, like, start running helter skelter. The dad ran away. He said he cannot deal, and then he abandoned the woman with the child. So she's saddled with the responsibility of taking care of a 4-month-old child with sickle cell. That's traumatic, if I must say. I don't know how that woman will be feeling. Like, emotionally, it is draining, financially. So I don't know. Like, I can go on and on. The list is endless. But then just know that if you go with, like, if you enter a relationship or marriage with that consciousness that I must do it, I love this girl, I must go ahead. You, it's like it's a must. You have a sickle cell child, but then what now happens? Because love is not enough. Love cannot even sustain you. I'm not sure you both will still be doing that love that you once professed to each other when your child is having pain, when you're taking your child to the hospital every time. Like my late sister, there's no week that passes that she won't get transfused. Like, she was always taking blood every week. Each week, like every week, she was always taking blood, drip, medication, and then, like, she never rested. What kind of life is that? She was always missing school. My sister was pale. She was so weak. But my sister, the only thing that struck my sister out of the rest of her classmates then was the fact that she was so intelligent. Oh no, sickle cell warriors are very intelligent. If there's one thing I would say is one of our attributes, we're very, very intelligent. But aside that, we live a life of pain, and trust me, this pain is something. When we say we want to, like, compare this pain, sickle cell can be likened to a woman in labor, like 3 times more excruciating. So I beg, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Somebody has a question already. I will take the question
Yeah.
and I will combine it with mine. And Dr. John, in case you have any, let me know. He says, "Is there no solution for this?" I'm going to add in addition to this question, is there no solution? Because when I saw the video you made with Lucky Udu, I went to the comment section and I saw people telling you, go to this place, let them pray, join them, they will, I believe it will happen. So I'm asking you, madam, all through your 29
29.
years, yeah, please, oh, did you just sit down at home without looking for any solution or what? Talk to us.
If you listen to when I started the introduction, I said it has been like I did a whole lot of homework. Like I haven't rested. It's been back to back, back to back, back to back. Like before now, they will bring this one. They'll say, this one will help you. Buy it. I will buy. They will bring this one. They'll say, do this one. I will do. See, there's nothing I haven't done. Take it from me. We've even done herbal. Yes, we've done herbal. We've done. Trust me, there's nothing I haven't done. But let me just end it by saying the two known cure, because it's now two. One is a bone marrow transplant, which is approximately 15 to 25 million naira. The second one is a gene therapy, which is 2.2 billion naira. So I leave it, I'm throwing it out here. Would you want this for your child? Because this money, the average, even the average, I don't think they can afford it. 2.2 billion. This one is for the 1% of the one.
1% on 0.1%.
Honestly. So, doctor, please help me if I'm wrong.
Okay. You mentioned something about your sister passing away, meaning that you've lost someone with this condition.
Yes.
And I also know, because of our interaction before, about your mom, your late mom. What is it like losing people you love to something that you could have prevented? Because I'm saying this for those people who are in a relationship, who are AS and feel like, I beg, forget. What does it feel like losing your family members, your relations, to something that your parents, that's not even your fault?
Okay, first off, I would correct something. My mom didn't die of sickle cell. My mom was
Okay,
AS. Yes,
okay,
my dad
okay,
AS, my mom AS. So my mom didn't die of
okay,
sickle cell. It's my
okay.
sister that died from a sickle cell complication. And trust me, before she passed, if this girl was given like a blank check to say, what do you want? Like, what's the one thing you want? I'm sure my sister would have, she will not even bat an eyelid. She will say, I just want to be fine, even if it's for a day. Because, like I mentioned, this girl never rested. She was in and out of the hospital. So if you give that kind of person a blank check, she would say she wants to rest for a day. So imagine a child saying that. That one alone is, I don't know. I'm becoming emotional. I really do not want to cry. No, because I don't like it when
No,
people call me a cry baby. I don't like it. I will stop. Because
you
this,
are a champion.
yes, I don't want to cry. So no, I'm not going to cry.
The,
So, doctor,
Dr.
trust.
Fred, Dr. Fred said something. He said something, and I feel I should reiterate that. Nigerians, we don't know how to celebrate. We don't know what it means to be a celebrity. We think celebrity is people who impoverish, people who actually have the money and they are not even celebrating it.
Yeah, you,
But celebrating people like you is really what I would call celebrity. You're actually a champion. I don't even call you guys survivors. I call you I call you champions because you are heroes. All right. You show, in fact, that this will lead to my question for you. You show a good examples that defies all how will I put it, defies the books, right? If I were to use that note, you show us that it is actually possible to do what many people actually give up on, because I see it as giving up. Um, Most times when I see people coming up with complications, because these things Dr. Fred will agree with me. It's possible to you make it possible. You help us be bold to tell our patients that it is possible to live a healthy life with sickle cell. You make us bold to say it. There was a time HIV was the one everybody was running away from, and we began to say, okay, it's actually possible to be HIV positive and fulfill your dreams and live your life to the full, right? Now you are making it sound the same way for even sickle cell. So I'd like to ask you, can you share those lifestyle modifications that you can practically say that you don't give up on, like you do, like those things that you know that you do from day to day, from time to time, consistently? Because looking at you, from your cap to your face to everything I'm seeing here, this is consistency. As in, you're an epitome of I'll go, I'll be consistent in what I'm doing. Dr. Fred, I hope you are learning
So
consistency.
Frederick, remind me never to
We
come to
receive
your life.
grace.
Remind me never to come.
We receive grace for consistency. So what are those things? What are those things that you can share with us? The ones you can share with us.
Okay, I really love this question a lot. Like, if I'm asked this question, I will gladly answer it because I really do not do much. Why? Because this thing has now become a routine. It has now become part of me. And it might be, for some warriors, it might be too stressful for them. But then for me, it's not. And like I said, it has become a routine. So what I do is my water. As I'm talking to you, in front of me, I have water. Like I don't need to go far. No, I have my water here. This bottle, this ever bottle, this is 150 cl. I drink about 5 a day. Yes, it is a routine. I don't miss it. This you see this dispenser, this seaway dispenser um bottle, this rubber that you put on your dispense machine. I take it for 3 days and I get it for 1,000. So every 3 days I am buying dispenser water and I finish it in 3 days. How many persons
Wow.
can do that?
I
How
hope
many?
everybody is hearing. When we say drink water, it will be like punishment.
See, it is not
God.
punishment. My fellow warriors, see, this is a life hack I'm giving for free. Take water. Trust me. When you begin to take water and you are peeing, nothing will even concern you with anybody because the way Nigeria is even going and the rate at which things are, you have to even like mind your business. And then you're not having sickle cell. Be serious. Like you should guard yourself. And I can't stress this much. I take water. Like I take water a lot. And then when it now becomes like, oh, this water wants to get boring, I don't do too much. I just add Nutri-C inside, or I add what's this thing? Ribena inside, or I add what's this thing again? Glucose. Nutri-C, glucose, ribena. I just add it a little to it. It makes it colorful. It doesn't make it sweet. No, no, because it's a lot. Like the bottle is big, so I just put small to just make it colorful. So in my mind's eye, I'm drinking water, but not water. Like I'm drinking juice. Makes it look like I'm taking juice, but not juice.
Life
It's
hack.
it's a life. And then secondly, there are some certain type of food. I'm a foodie, but there are some certain type of food that I do not eat because it's over time, over the years, I discovered that once I take this, it makes me have crisis. So I stop. One of it is Gary. I've not had, like, when somebody drinks Gary, I've not taken Gary in like 20 years. Yes, I've not had Gary in 20 years. People would think, this one Ajebo. No, it's not Ajebo. I don't. Because when I do it, I have
I,
crisis.
yes, now. Exactly. It's life and death decision now.
Wait, please,
And
can you say that again? Please, can you say that again? When you take Gary, what happens?
I have a crisis when I take Gary.
Wow.
The cyanide in Gary alone can trigger those stuff.
Wow.
Oh.
No matter how
So
processed the Gary is.
I would, I like, it's a must. That one is, it's a must. So the first
Wow.
thing is water. Second thing,
Water.
Gary. Third is
Avoid
I
Gary.
limit my fries. Fried things, I limit them to the barest minimum. I limit them. And
Wait,
number four,
somebody's asking red Gary or white Gary. Gary now,
Gary
please.
na Gary. Number four is chicken. My fellow warrior, leave chicken. Trust me, leave it.
Hey,
Leave it.
Dr. Fred, wahala. Oh. If I tell my patients this one, they go tear me. They will report me, sir.
Okay. Now, this thing you are saying, for context, she's talking or giving you hacks to help you manage yourself if you're a sickle cell warrior, not like for the public.
Not for
Because
the public. Oh.
not for the public. Because some people will be like, I beg go, are you saying that I should not drink Gary again? You understand? Especially for those of us that are just watching.
So yes, aside the moderate your cold temperature, hot temperature, like aside you moderating all of this, there's one thing I don't do. I don't stand on queues. Queue, queue.
Yes.
My fellow warrior, don't stand on queue. Don't do it. If it means you sitting, just tell somebody before you that, okay, this is you are here. Go and sit down. Because I've had an instance where I say, no, I must stand. This one, I don't want. I passed out.
Hmm.
I passed out. Yes, standing on queue, no matter, don't do it. Don't do it. And avoid crowded places. Once it's crowded, leave there. Once it's crowded, this is a life hack. Like, take it from me. It has happened to me. It has happened to 5, 6, 7 warriors. Like, this is a true life hack. Avoid crowded places. If you're in the club, if they say, okay, you guys are staying like 4 hours in a club. If you're a warrior, do 2 hours and leave there. Trust me, you don't need it. And avoid alcohol. I
Hmm.
cannot even stress this thing. I've taken alcohol one time, and when I took it, as if all the cells in my body, as if all of them, they just died. Like, I was
Hmm.
dehydrated, I was pale, my eyes became yellowish. Normally, I have a clear white eyes, but then my eyes became yellowish. I was losing oxygen. It was just too much. I'm like, because of small alcohol that I took. So since then,
Wow.
nah, nah.
Wow.
So if other people are doing what's it called? One glass. If you must take, even if it's a shot, it's okay. So this is the things that
Wow.
I have been doing, that I look like this. So, and I don't smoke. I have never smoked in my life. I don't do shisha. I've never done it. I don't do shisha. I don't smoke. This is a life hack that I've been doing that made me like this. So if you want to be like this, avoid these things and trust me, you'll be fine. But in all of these things I've mentioned, this is it. This one,
Wow.
this one. Just try it. Do this one. I forgot to add the main one. Like, this one is the father of everything. Fruits. Hey. Don't A day should not pass that you don't take if even if it's an apple. I have apples in my fridge. I cannot get up now at least to show them what an apple is, but then take one fruit per day. One fruit per day, like very important. Like we shouldn't even negotiate this one. Like nobody's negotiating it. Take fruits per day, even if it's um 50 naira or 100 naira malam watermelon, go and buy. You will not tell me that you don't have 50 naira or 100 naira. At least take that 50 naira, 100 naira, buy watermelon, take it. The next day look for another fruit, buy pineapple, anyone. Just you have to be consistent, and if you do this, forget. So this is what I've been doing. This is my secret. I've not been doing too much. My medication, I don't miss it. I have routine drugs, I have supplements, but those ones are expensive. So before we start measuring all of those ones up, these are the things that are not expensive that you can do and adopt. Make it a routine, and trust me, you're good.
Wow. So I was trying to do a recap. Help me if there's anyone I missed. So you drink water, you take fruits, you avoid gari. The gari, is it drinking? What about eba?
Drinking, drinking, yes.
Oh, just drinking. Okay,
Just
drinking gari.
yes.
Then you avoid chicken. That one hard though. I have to pause and say that it hard. It hard. But if it's working for you, it can definitely work for some other people. Then that's number four. Then you avoid standing in queues. That's very important. Stress. Yeah. You avoid stress. As generally stress. Then you also said you avoid you
Alcohol.
you keep to your yes, you avoid alcohol. Yes, very important. You avoid alcohol. You keep to your medications. And there's
And
one more thing I missed.
moderate hot and cold temperature.
Yes, yes, yes. Exposure to extremes of temperatures. Very, very,
So
very
it's cold. It's
high.
cold this morning, so that's why I'm wearing this.
You are
Yes,
in
and
this.
then I
Wow.
have my socks. I'm wearing socks, and I have my duvet here, so I'm well suited.
Wow. These are heavy stuff. So, Dr. Fred, you seem to be busy. These are heavy things, though. Like you're supposed to collect money for all these things where they talk. 29
No,
years.
Dr. Fred is my friend, so
Eh.
Wait. Okay, now with regards to this information you're giving, I know you have an NGO, and I know your NGO has taken you to so many places. Most times on the internet, when we see things like this NGO, people are very skeptical. But for some of us, we can put our name behind some people that we know. I can put my name behind you because I have seen what you do and how much you have given yourself. Could you
Collect my
please?
own too. I dash my own too.
thank you.
I would I want you to please tell us about your NGO. I want people to hear about your NGO. I want people to hear if you have account details and if they can support you. Please tell us and how they can reach out to you again. And or maybe somebody has a sickle cell warrior around. They want to reach out to you to know more. I know there are questions. Dr. John will take those questions. Please draw his attention to that. But please tell us about your NGO and how this has helped you with sickle cell advocacy.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Frederick, for this opportunity. Once again, my name is Judith Ojonugwa Matthew, and I live with sickle cell. I'm also the founder, Judith Ojonugwa Sickle Cell Foundation. By the grace of God, the NGO will be um, 4 this year, 4 years old, and for this 4 years, we've done a whole lot of advocacy. The NGO is simply basically centered on the need to provide sickle cell awareness, to create sickle cell awareness, and also to empower those that are underprivileged and those who don't have like a means to life. So we try to like provide a form of inclusion. Everybody is important. I don't discriminate. Everyone is important regardless of you being you having any form of disability, because for me too, in a way, I have some form of disability, but then I can walk normally. I've corrected it so I can walk, but then some of my warriors do not have such opportunities that I have had, and I try to provide some form of inclusion for everyone. Judith Ojanuga Sickle Cell Foundation has touched positively the lives of so far we've touched the lives of one 180 warriors in the last year. Okay, last year we did 150.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Last year we did 150. The year before we did 200. So and then the year before we did 250. Yeah, 250, 200, 150, and then this 2024 is just, we're going to be 4 this year. So we just started the year. So yes, we thank God. And we have an account number. Yes. So I don't know if you want me to call it out or okay. We have both um, a foreign account and a Nigerian account. For our Nigerian account, we operate with FCMB, 71122700010. That's for our FCMB. And then for our international account, we have both dollar, euro, pound, and naira. I don't know that of the international accounts. I don't know it, but then it's something that I can maybe send to you for you to include your post or something. So yes. Yes, and then we are fully registered with CAC. For anyone who is watching and wants to check us out, our CAC number is 149107. CAC 149107. Once you check us out, you will see it by yourself. And then I am verified on Instagram. So so you have
They
no
help
cause
us.
for you have
Help
no
Dr.
cause for
Fred.
alarm. And then my phone number, like my phone number is 08067001357. I'm open to your calls, your inquiries, anything. And that's my WhatsApp too. So anybody can reach out to me. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Dr.
much.
Frederick. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you
Thank
can
you
reach
so
out to her, send her a message on WhatsApp.
And
You have,
my handle is Sickle Motivator. Anywhere on social media, just search Sickle, like sickle cell, Sickle, then Motivator together, Sickle Motivator, and you will get me.
yeah. Okay, I have one more question for you. What would you tell a young man and a young woman? I know, I think I've asked you before. They are so much in love, my dear. In this whole generation where it's hard to fall in love if you don't have money. And there's a young man and a young woman. They are so in love. No, nothing you tell them will make them break up. But right now, the both of them are AS and AS. As someone living with sickle cell, what would be your advice to them?
I would say first off, they should stop that love. Say no more. Stop it.
Madam,
You had to.
Halt it. Put put a stop to it. Like I wish I had a stamp. Let me just stamp. Like stop it.
Omo.
Discontinue, stop, like turn back and go home. Just go home straight. You have to go home. Don't do it. Abort mission. I think that's the word. Abort mission.
Return home.
Return home. Go back to your
Your father's
your
house.
parents. What are they even doing with love? Like, what's their business with love? Like, why?
Omo.
What is your concern with love?
Chai.
Okay. I would say that love is not enough for an AS and for an AS man and an AS woman that want to continue in their love, I would say that it won't stand the test of time. That's just it. Because they would have children who would, they'll bet children with sickle cell who would eventually, they might even eventually hate them. Like, if not that I am now wiser. Before now, I hated my parents. I don't know if that word is too extreme. Like, I really hated them. I didn't want to have anything to do with my parents before now. Like, I was letting them know that they brought me to this world to come and suffer, so I don't want to have anything to do with them, which I have every reason to say that. But then they made me realize that no matter what, they still they will still help me, they will still support me, they'll still hold my hand. They did something that, first off, it was a it was an ignorant mistake, because my brother, funny enough, my brother came out as AA. The second born came out SS. That's my late sister that passed. That one was the one that I said she was in and out of the hospital. And then the third born came out as AS. They would have just stopped at AS. But then they gave birth to me, SS. They would have stopped at me. So this is where it is not ignorance again. It is now selfishness, because they wanted to have more children. You know, our parents in the this thing now, like, they want born, you get. So they gave birth to me. They didn't stop at me. They continued. They gave birth to my sister, AS. They didn't stop at my sister. They continued. So the other one, SS, but then she passed, and my mom also passed. My mom had still birth. So if that child was to be alive, so it would now be me and that child. So I would say the life they gave me, because I'm the only one with sickle cell now in my entire, not just my father, I'm talking about my entire lineage. There's no one who is SS from my father's side, from my mother's side. There's no record of sickle cell. I am the only SS, and that's why I took this awareness, this having I never wanted to make this thing an NGO, but because the awareness needed to go further, because it was more than I even thought. I was just thinking I would just do it in the confine of my home, or just do my things small, but each year it was getting loud, it was getting big. So I started to get registered, so that it will be a legit thing, because I don't want to do something that is not. No, I'm not a fraudulent person, and I will never do that. Even though last year there was something that happened, not for me, but to a sickle cell warrior, that almost tarnished the rest of us. But I'm glad that people were able to, like, differentiate the good eggs from the bad eggs. So away from that, AS and AS, please do not continue in that. You might say, oh, of course, there are science, like science. The world is now advanced. We have IVF, we have PGD, we have what's this thing, surrogacy, we have adoption. Yes, but then if you say you want to do all of these things, they don't come cheap. They are very expensive, and they are emotionally and financially draining. I don't think you want to go that route because of your love. When there are fine AA guys outside, what are you doing? Don't do that. My queens, dear ladies, run, leave that AS man. Go and look for AA man. Don't. My fellow kings, go and look for an AA woman. You deserve better. Don't, you don't deserve, I know I won't say less, because everybody, no, for them, you deserve everything good. So, Dr. Frederick, I have to run now.
Thank you so much.
My
Thank you very,
battery.
very
Yeah,
much.
my battery.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you,
I
Doctor.
would,
I didn't get your name. Dr. J, right?
Yeah,
Dr.
Dr.
John,
John.
Thank you.
you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard, let me make the screen bigger again. You just heard Sickle Motivator. And here's my chief, Dr. John in the house. Chief, oh yeah, over to
Ogami,
you, sir.
I would like to add to some of the things she mentioned. You know, as she was saying it, in my brain, I was just um, seeing the medical application, the scientific application of everything she said, and they all measure up. Um, First, I'd like to start with an experience of a patient. Of course, we don't know her, so I can share it for learning purposes. She, yeah, she was on the ward. I met her on the ward. In all those times now, we go collect patients and all that, and she was in tears. This one, the pain she was having, I was feeling it. You know that kind of person go they feel pain. You self, you go dey touch that place, say, ah, this leg, you go dey feel am. But her situation, her parents, both of them were black, let me say unlearned. They didn't go to school. So that put her in, and she's educated. This person is a staff, right, of the institution I worked. She felt like cursing them. She felt like, railing all sorts of insults on them. And I couldn't do anything. Most of us were moved to tears whenever she shares her story, because it was something that you keep seeing her every day, and she keeps saying the same things, like lamentation of a sickle cell patient. Some of the things she said, or even men looking at her, eh? If Dr. Fred will bear witness, there's no sickle cell fasci. There's something called sickle cell. There's nothing like that in her. And it goes to prove to the point that the sickle cell fasci forms over time because of the recurrent adverse effect that people get to expose themselves to. It's not compulsory that sickle cell must have a particular shape of the head, their jaws, and all those things. Those things are because the body was trying to, adapt to keep life going. But if you do the needful, like most of the things he said, water drinking, I keep telling patients, drink water. So when they are on admission in my bed, on my hospital, on the bed, I count bottles for them. She even exceeded the one I've counted for any other person. She exceeded it. 1.5 liters, 5 or 6. That's quite a lot. But now because she sabi wetin she dey find, she knows the value of it. And so this is someone who treasures life, who values life, and she knows what to pay, and she's disciplined her life. You hear her say, she to her it doesn't look like anything, because she has she has taken it as part of her life. Nothing can just easily change her mind on it. So she's drinking water. Water goes to, that hemodilution, give space.
Mm,
Where the sickling won't happen,
won't
because there is
happen.
space. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense that you drink water. There are other things that some of us might laugh at, like the gari or the chicken. That's her life. You try them and see.
Hmm.
If it works for you, good. If it doesn't work for you,
Dr. John, I know
yeah.
somebody is watching. I would want to respond to this and says that, but in the olden days, we never heard about this sickle cell. Why are you guys making this a big deal? Our forefathers, there was nothing like sickle cell. Is it not this Oyibo sickness? Maybe somebody is watching right now and has this in his or her mind. Please, could you help us respond to this
Okay.
comment or question?
I once told you about Hive. I once wrote an article about sickle cell on Hive. Hive is an international place. Do you know that I was how would I put it? I was shocked that they didn't know what sickle cell was. Like, I mean, whites. That was when I went to check my epidemiology again and realized that sickle cell is actually just African, somewhere in South Asia or something. It's predominantly a black disease. So to think that Oyibo this thing that's a lie. That's number one. Number two, those people when they die, They'll say the gods took them, or they'll say they are abiku, or they'll say now witch. They'll say it's a traditional thing. Nobody, there was nothing like autopsy, there was nothing like making findings to to what led to their death. And so there was no knowledge about it. The reason why we are talking about this is that we now know that now this thing they cause make people like this they cry. And so these are the things we can do to avoid it. I don't know, there's this power that we doctors have, the power of knowledge, and we feel we can just put it into everybody's head so that everybody is going to, know what to do and stay alive. But really, it's hard, and that's really why we are paid as doctors, because it's a hard work, it's a hard job. When you know that this thing, this simple knowledge, can save this person's life, and the person begins to refuse it or fight it, that's why we are shouting it. That's really why all this awareness is going out, because you know that this person that just died now, if only one two three were done, this person will be alive today. That's the biggest pain of a medical doctor and other health practitioners, right, and other people who support health work out there. That this is why we are shouting it. So it's not a reason, it's not because it's nothing. It is something, and the ignorance is thick. It's thick. These days, you still find people of 2 years old, 3 years old having sickle cell, and you be like, so 2 years ago, some people still ignorantly went on to continue their marriage. Like Dr.
Mm.
Fred said, they will say, Pastor prayed for you. I have no I have no problem with pastor praying for people, for real. But after pastor pray, go and check it again. A good pastor will tell you to go and check, to go to the lab. In fact, they will check in at least 3 labs to be sure. That's TB is miracle. We believe in miracles too. So if you're sure, don't just say the pastor prayed for you and then you now act by faith. Your action by faith is not to go and be marrying. Your action by faith is to go and check it and be sure. So, because just like you said, I've had it plenty times too. They come to my office, I'll counsel them. They'll still go. The next thing, a marriage, wedding, they're gonna pre-wedding picture. I had these people where I talk to, these same people, and I'll be shocked. People will celebrate, they will do party, spend money in the party. I'll be like, chai, because I know what is happening in the future. What some people don't know is they feel that it's tumbum, 50-50. It's not 50-50, oh. Dr. Fred. You see, okay, look at Sickle Motivator, what she said. She said the first child, sorry, I'm using her family. I appreciate the fact that she shared this with us. The first um
Sibling.
sibling was AA, the second was I think SS, the next was, you see how the things shared. That
Mm.
sharing, there's an order in sharing, it's 1 out of 4. So it's 25 over 75. That I don't know if we get it. Do we get it? It's 1 out of 4 chances. So anything can happen. So all the 4 children, if they plan to have 4 children, all the 4 can be SS. Straight up, back, can be
If I
SS.
can respond, somebody
Yes,
says
sir.
if AS and AS get married, shebi the first one will be AA, the second one will be AS, the third one will
Exactly.
be AS, fourth one will be SS. It doesn't work like that. If AS and AS get married, the first one can be SS, second one can be SS, third one SS, fourth one SS. It's not
Exactly.
it's not, oh, if we do it from the
They
back,
go dey
then
calculate
then
am.
then it will no, it doesn't work like that.
If you do it
For
from front,
every
then
for every time the woman gets pregnant, anytime you are pregnant, there is a 1/4% chance that that pregnancy, that baby will be SS. So you can give birth and you might be lucky, you won't give birth to SS. That is some of the risk people take. Say, maybe try. And you might try it and every child will come out SS. I saw someone who said, my parents gave birth to 5. I'm the only AS. The rest of my siblings are SS. And I lost all of them.
wow.
Yeah, I saw the comment. I made a post about this like last year ago, and somebody also dropped a
Wow.
comment that the father is wealthy, gave birth to about 4 kids, 2 SS, then the other two, that the father is now broke, that every money the father has been taken into their treatment. The father is now broke. So I ask people, Do
Kai,
you want
kai.
to willingly open your eye and jump into something that is going to cause you problems? All in the name of I love you, I love you. By the time this problem starts coming, that love go fly from window. Before
See,
I continue,
whatever.
please,
Okay,
wherever you are
okay.
watching from, please click on the follow button. Wherever you are watching this video from, because I know I will get a lot of people watching this video. Wherever you're watching, please click on the follow button or subscribe. And most importantly, help us share this video for more awareness. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to mention something. The emotional pain of a parent living with sickle cell, it's a disease itself on its own. Imagine having to, rush a kid to the hospital every month. And the staying in the hospital is at least 2 days to like 7 days most times. Every month. That is emotionally distressing. The money, the we just talking about the person who was rich. See, sickle cell will drain your pocket. It will drain your. If you think that okay, love, you will realize that you will buy job. That's what they call it. But you will go buy job for yourself. So it's best you just avoid the stress. Finally, oh, in passing to I need to add that, like you said, it is selfishness indeed, because love doesn't cause harm. If your own love, you and the lover of your life, as enjoy yourself finish, and you now produce a child who will live in pain for the rest of his or her life, that is not love. I don't think that's not love, because you have both agreed to put a cause of pain on someone. So as much as possible, consider your own children, and this person is from you. So it's just like a self, it's, I don't know. And another thing is they keep having kids. If you see most of these AS marriages, you never hear them say that they have only two and they stopped. They'll keep having and trying their luck. Especially those ones, either they are looking for a better genotype or they are looking for a male. And you keep seeing before you know you have six, four of them are sickle cell. How will you survive?
I
And you
received a
find that one
mail.
of them just pass.
I received a mail. I guess a lady sent me a mail some time ago. My mail, because I put my email on my page, my mail is messed up. So many mail. Then a lady sent me a message and said, please, can you help me? I have three kids. Two are SS. Is it two or hey God? And said my husband ran away with the kids. He ran away and left me with the kids. And my mind is what can I do? I'm not sin. What can I do?
You'll be like, you'll be decapacitated.
What can so I was thinking, where do I start from? Do you understand? That is the word. Okay, is it stem cell transplant? I want to help you. Well, the best way to help is to connect you with a sickle cell foundation. We have the
Yeah,
National Sickle Cell Foundation, I think in Lagos, close to Idiaraba, the National Sickle Cell Foundation. For those in Nigeria, there's a Sickle Cell Foundation. You can search out, especially if you're trying to get help or get a community, or like the sickle motivator said, you can also reach out to her and she will connect you with them. That is the best way we can help you. Our job here is to raise awareness and beg you and plead with you, because when the problem starts, it's not only going to affect you, to affect the community. Doctors too will not sleep.
Pio. Doctor, pain. Oh yeah, which side? Where? This, that. Yeah, pain. Oh yeah, oh more. Back then, when you're called and have a sickle cell patient on the ward, oh more, they sleep. Oh, you know, fit sleep because nurses too no go sleep.
No.
And if
and
nurses don't sleep, doctors can't sleep. Wahala.
and there's a point that they begin to abuse medicine, pentazocine for
Yeah.
pain. They
Mm,
now begin to
yeah.
abuse opioids because they can't bear the pain. We don't want it to get to that point.
A lot of
I
them
think,
at
yeah.
that too.
Mm. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It's been a wonderful session.